With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome to Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Adventure Mode, the Subspace Emissary, Very Hard, 100% Run, Part 13. In the last video we beat Ridley, but here we're faced with a giant Rob, which is killing all of these Pikmin. Poor Olimar, he looks so scared. Also, Olimar! But yeah, we're introduced to new characters, and a little pat on the backside. Oh look! An intergalactic race car! Speeding in your general direction! And also Falcon Punch. I probably talked over that, but oh well, and the Rob goes down, and so do the Pikmin. And Olimar is left, but with one red Pikmin. So we got a choice between two totally new characters now, Captain Olimar and Captain Falcon. Olimar's one of my favourite characters to play as in the game, but I'm going to go for Captain Falcon for now. You actually meet the criteria of a challenge in Brawl's challenges list just by having Captain Falcon join you in the Subspace Emissary, so you get something for coming here. And look at the background, the Hocketate rocket, that's Olimar's ship. Whereas Captain oh, why am I even taking the time to beat this thing? I just want to for revenge sakes now. So this place, as you can see, is infested with ROB sentries. I tend to say Rob sentries because that's what the Brawl announcer says. But anyways, this trophy down here, it's not needed for 100%, but it's actually quite hard to get, because you're sent to fall from a high height, and so is the trophy. Let me try going down and... nope. I'm just gonna cut until I get it properly, because this could take me a while, to be honest. Okay, but I didn't need to cut, and wow. All that trouble just to get a trophy, and then Captain Falcon is KO'd. That's absolutely spectacular. So now we're introduced to Olimar, and Olimar is a very fun character, but he's not the best for Subspace Emissary because bosses and enemies pretty much all resist projectiles, and all of Olimar's most damaging attacks are projectiles. You could see how many up smashes I need to take out that shell pod. That wasn't an up tilt or anything, it was an up smash. But anyways, this blue cube, can I get rid of this Rob first, so I can talk about this blue cube. This blue cube always has the same trophy in it, the Hocketate rocket trophy, and this is the only way in the game to get that trophy. So bear that in mind, and we're faced with a Gamiga who Olimar would really struggle to get over, so let's beat the Gamiga. Nope. If I get the opportunity to go past one, I will, and you saw that rotor, so take care with it. Don't let it cruise into you. I'm just going to ignore it so that we can climb up and be faced with this ambush and all of the Auroras. My birds! Birds! All of the Volvic references now. But, yeah, we've got Rob launchers, shell pods, more types of Rob and Auroras. Not too troubling of an ambush, and hey, we got a trophy stand. Oh, there's another shell pod. I'm gonna really struggle to weaken this thing. My only damaging B move is Pikmin Chain. Oh well, actually that's working quite well. Let's get a trophy of the armoured shell pod. That's something I don't have many of, so I'm chuffed about that. So something I need to talk about. Oh god, that's gonna make it harder to get up where I need to be. Something I'm yet to show off in this Let's Play is stickers, and I'm just going to have... okay, that didn't quite work. I wanted the Gamiga to kind of fire me up to where I needed to be, just KO'd me instead. But Falcon can jump this much easier, so I'm a bit short of lives really. I could be doing better than this. No, Ice Mario 11! It's a good job you don't need that trophy for 100%, because I'm not getting that one. But these are orange cubes, so you need to get what's in them, as I've explained a lot. But anyway, stickers. I was hoping to show them off this episode, or sometime soon, but I couldn't show them off this episode because Obviously we're using 2 characters we haven't unlocked before, and you can only apply stickers to characters you actually have on your team. So I couldn't do it for this, but hopefully soon I'm going to show off stickers, and here we have a cutscene. So Captain Falcon is staring at the smash skiff, and those Primids are doing well to keep their balance, and Diddy Kong, you barely fit in that R-wing. He's flying towards the Isle of the Ancients, but it just deposits the monkey. That's quite a high falling speed, and also peanut bombardment. And Falcon knows talent when he sees it, so he grabs Captain Olimar by the neck and jumps down. Diddy Kong revives Donkey Kong, and after playing him in the 3rd level of the game, I believe, no, 4th, we've finally got Donkey Kong back on our side, and also the smash skiff suddenly gets a whole lot bigger. So I'll use Donkey Kong, and even though Olimar's attacks don't do much damage to enemies, I'll use him for the sake of showcasing him. And I'll also pick Diddy Kong, even though we've had a fair bit of Diddy Kong throughout this story. So this is a big ambush. As you can see in the top left, we've got a lot of enemies to get through. But for now they're only Primids, so it's not that bad. So as I've said a few times, this platform that we're on it does have an official name. It's called the Smash Skiff, because it's a skiff for smashers, and a trophy stand. I want to try and make use of that and get another Sword Primid trophy. So some of these enemies are also easy to take out because they will take out themselves, like these Trowlons and those bomb beds. Well, that was bad. Donkey Kong went sailing off to the Isle of the Ancients. So, something about Olimar, he'll always have 3 Pikmin when he spawns in the Subspace Emissary. Even if he has 6 Pikmin when he goes through a door, when he next comes out of the door, he will have 3 Pikmin again. So, you're pretty much always going to have to keep plucking Pikmin, and wow, I was just saying. So, that's another thing which puts Olimar at a disadvantage for the Subspace Emissary. And having said that, he just gets KO'd with the most ease. Oh, something I failed to point out in the Isle of the path to the, not the path to the ruins, outside the ancient ruins, somewhere in the background, there's a kind of dead ROB thing in the background. Don't throw the smart bomb directly at the metal Primid, it'll reflect it. If I do spot it in editing, then I'll place a caption on screen and point it out! Oh, I've still got Falcon, good. Falcon Punch! And are you weakened enough? Okay, the trophy just went straight through it. I'll finish this one in style 2. Falcon Punch. But yeah, there's somewhere in the background there's an ROB, and really I shouldn't be talking about it, because if I do spot it in editing, then you'll already be aware. So, Ape and Monkey dance. Then Falco's still there, he chose not to help out. Birds have a thumb now. And we just wave goodbye as Falco sails away, while the Smash Skiff heads inside the Isle of the Ancients. So that was an 8-minute and 22-second stage. Got a lot of trophies there. We've got time to do another level, and that level would be the Glacial Peak. So a new environment. We are here. It doesn't start off very glacial, but anyways, we have a skiff, if you will, between 2 battleships, the Halberd, without Meta Knight in it, and the Great Fox. But obviously Meta Knight has seen his ship, so naturally he wants to reclaim it. And also look, the Ice Climbers, whose freeze frame seems to catch them in motion. So Meta Knight wants his ship, so he climbs up the mountain. The Ice Climber's like, hey, you're not gonna beat me to the top of the mountain. So they start climbing too. So that makes it a really interesting pair-up, because they're not really on the same side. They're just competing to get to the top of the mountain first. And obviously they're both against the Subspace army, so they'll work together on that respect, but they'll never be together, so you could say we're just playing as 2 different teams at once. Especially considering that Nana come back. The Ice Climbers in themselves do probably form a team. They are 2 people. Blue Cube, make sure to get this before Doom and Destruction comes out of the wall with Crushy Spikes. And hey, a little checkpoint flag, except it's not actually a checkpoint. Those flags were a thing in the NES game Ice Climber. the whole Glacial Peak in general is a reference to the Ice Climber game. It maybe doesn't have much of a design similar to it, but it's a vertically scrolling ice level, and no, Nana! Learn to care for yourself, girl. So, Popo's gonna have a hard time trying to defeat a Philo on his own. Because he relies on Nana to do lots of damage at once, but at least I got a sticker on the way back down, so it's alright. And even Donkey Kong Country is an ice climber now. So we have a vertical cannon segment. Naturally, put your Donkey Kong skills to the optimum and fire your way up here. And not an ambush, but there are two tick-ins you want to avoid, and these flows are going to be a real problem. Yeah, 217%. Popo didn't stand a chance. And Meta Knight just conveniently respawns in front of the door. How about that? So we'll just carry on through there. And now we have an auto-scroll segment. Obviously, while you're on this scrolling platform, you will be joined by a few nasty creatures. And you want to keep an eye out for those crystal ice spikes things. But those crystal ice spikes, they will also help because they'll be able to one-hit KO enemies like no, just like that. Meta Knight, when you can't use the spikes, I just tend to rely on the neutral air. Or a smash attack if I can use it. But anyway, sword pyramids. I have the superior sword, Glacial Darkness. Or as it Meta Knight's sword was originally called, the Master Sword. You can see why they changed it now. So here we have a section with moving ice. You want to wait for that to retreat and then you can get through there. There's a little blue cube. Oh no, 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 no. No, come on, Meta Knight. Don't let me down, bro. Is he trapped? He's still alive. He's dead. Oh, Meta Knight. Meta Knight, why? So as you can see, there's an orange cube there. We want to wait for this ice to pass by and then we can get the Barbara trophy from behind it. And Nana, could you sync up a bit? Okay, Nana's trapped, and so it looks like we're back to being Popo again. This is train wrecking a little bit. Oh well, if we go through the door, we should get her back. That's a lot of metal pyramids to spawn at the top. I wonder if you get something for beating them all. So you can just get up to the ladder, but you saw that little flash of light, I'm sure. There's a door we have to go through here. This is a fairly interesting room, because while there's obviously a few pyramids in here, it's in the dark, and you can turn the light on by hitting this switch, though turning the light on seems really pointless because you can see without it, and the light stays on for an incredibly minimal amount of time. So, get the Glacial and Leafeon trophy, and then you'll respawn a little bit above the door, so tap jumpers can still use their tap jump to jump. This is a fairly far, well, no, it's still pretty easy for Popo to get up there, but this segment, it's quite infamous within this level because those glices, if you get caught in an attack of the glice, it's very easy for another glice to just come up behind you and then freeze you as soon as you break out. You really can get trapped there. So I did well to get through there, if I do say so myself. Oh, shaders! I've only got one stock, so I really need to take some care. I'm not doing a very good job of being... Cake! I needed that cake. It almost disappeared. There, for some reason I just wasn't managing to land my assault. There, and now Meta Knight obviously just comes in and takes him out with the greatest of ease, and that shade-ass just rage quit or something. He just saw me and then it fled. Can't say I blame it. But we have more shade-ass here. Oh, Glice froze me. But thankfully this can't set up a freeze chain like the last one. You're supposed to mash control sticks and buttons repeatedly to mash out of ice faster, but as I've said before, I can't do that very well with a blue-tacked controller. So here we have an interesting segment, one I didn't know what to do when I was first playing through this game at whatever age. You can still swim with the metal pyramid, the metal outfit thing. You just need to drop a little bit first. So That's how to do it, and might as well get some metal for the road. Go back through the door, and I shall continue onwards with what they call the level in modern days terms. Drill rush up here. Meta Knight's side B is actually the one that gives him the most vertical distance, so that's worth bearing in mind. Where was the last door? Where am I going to respawn? Oh dear. Let's see. Meta Knight's cape is going through the floor of wherever that is. I respawn all the way back here. That's not too bad, I guess. Oh, that's very good. That's pretty much where I just died. Well then, no need to cut or anything like that. We're going to scale this mountain and go through this door. And we're going to have another cutscene. So Ice Climbers just about made the peak of the iceberg first. So good for them, and that must really hurt your feet, Mr. Lucario. It is quite a cool introduction, I'll admit that. Anyways, Lucario then jumps down and, being a bit of a mean sauce really, he just challenges Meta Knight to a fight. Now this is interesting because you can play as Lucario or Meta Knight. Now most LPs I've seen of this game will show off the new character Lucario in this situation, so I'm just going to go with Meta Knight and show off an alternate cutscene, because you will get a different cutscene depending on who you choose to play as in this battle. I will be showing off all alternate cutscenes at the end of this Let's Play, so don't worry your little faces about that. This is an interesting stage really. Sometimes there are stages in the Subspace Emissary you have to win. I wish I could do a normal Brawl here. But anyways, let's take out this Lucario. It's quite fun to down throw Lucario when you've already got momentum, because you'll just slide all the way across the stage. But Lucario is not putting up much of a fight here, really. To say he's on very hard difficulty, that must make him like level 7 or 8. So I thought he'd be a bit more of a challenging opponent, especially with all that standing on spikes, making himself out to be a hard man. But he's on the verge of going away. In fact, he's running away. Lucario, that's not honourable at all. Come back here and take more sword swipes. In fairness, he is starting to rack up the damage a little more, and I'm not exactly dealing finishing blows here. But I'm hoping that's going to change soon. Ooh, Lucario did well to survive there. Lucario is either the bottom end of a heavyweight or nearly a heavyweight, and Norton is performing a full system scan. So good job this level's finished now, because I can imagine that causing some lag. But yes, Meta Knight revives Lucario. That's a cutscene you don't tend to see much. We got all these trophies and stickers, and here we have another cutscene, but this cutscene's always the same no matter what you do. So the sky is red, and out from it emerges the Halberd and the Great Fox again. So it would appear that Halberd understandably won its battle with the Great Fox and just crashes it into an iceberg. Well, that allows Meta Knight and Lucario to scale the Halberd while the Ice Climbers just fall off and die. So I 100%ed that level just as I intended. We do still have Ice Climbers on our team, even though they've fallen off the iceberg and died. So in the next episode, I'll be going to the cannon. No, not the cannon, the canyon. Bye bye.